Hello Manchester United fans. What Rasmus Hojlund did before he scored helped him equalize for Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Rasmus Hojlund spared Man United of defeat at Bournemouth ahead of their Europa League semi-final with Athletic Bilbao. Rasmus Hojlund reacted bullishly to Bournemouth going a man down. He was responsible for ensuring Manchester United did not go down in defeat. Hodgland had been venting at Andre Onana in the first half and made a beeline for Ruben Amorim while Bournemouth celebrated their goal. It was his turn to celebrate in added time. It was fleeting. Only an equalizer against 10-man Bournemouth. Manuel Ugarte collected the ball to restart as quickly as possible for a team with 10 wins in 34 league games. For Hodgland, that goal could be like a winner. Another goal drought is over ahead of United's season-defining Europa League doubleheader with Athletic Bilbao. Hodgland's white kit was muddied come full-time. His commitment has never been in question, but his quality has. His quick thinking and instinctive prod from Ugarte's shot was worthy of a United number 9. Ruben Amorim sent on Cheeto Obi to partner Hodgland. Had Obi replaced Hodgland in the 75th minute, it would have crushed his confidence. The younger Dane almost ended the day with more chances than the senior striker. Hodgland pounced when it mattered. The addition of a second striker marked the first time Amorim has been remotely malleable with his 3-4-2-1 system. It seemed to flummox the players. Ugarte popped up at centre half when United already had 3 in their back line. Luke Shaw shifted to the wing where Garnacho was supposed to be. It worked out in the end. Hodgland scored a few during the shooting practice before kickoff, and they threatened to be his only shots all afternoon. When Hodgland charged into the penalty area in the 50th minute with Patrick Dorgu on the ball, he slipped and the ball harmlessly whistled across the penalty area. Hodgland vented again. In the first half, Hodgland concealed his mouth during his conflab with Amorim but pointed in Onana's direction. Eventually and unwittingly, he received some form of service. And so United leave Dorset on a relatively high note with their spirits lifted. Only a draw, but some morale has been restored. United supporters were raucous at full time. They know from last season that maintaining harmony does no harm, whatever the score. The draw merely elevated United to 14th. Follow, 'cause United are going to Bilbao, the away end boasted. United's jaunt to the Basque Country cannot come soon enough. Their Premier League season cannot end soon enough. They avoided a 16th league defeat, for now. Bournemouth will curse of Vanelson's red card and 9 excessive minutes of added time, but United merited their draw. For at least 2 more weeks, United have avoided the ignominy of 6 teams beating them home and away this season. The last time that happened was in 1930-31. United were. Man United agree to meet Victor Osimhen transfer release clause as £51 million move I'd. Latest Manchester United transfer news and opinion has. Manchester United's draw with Bournemouth on Sunday afternoon was the latest example of their Premier League season being a write-off. Ruben Amorim's side were fortunate to come away from the Vitality Stadium with a point after Rasmus Hojlund's fortunate shot rescued a point. Focus now turns to Thursday's night Europa League semi-final with Athletic Bilbao. However, the draw with Bournemouth did showcase United's need for reinforcements in the summer. A lack of firepower and creativity was a problem once again, with United in serious need of more attacking threat next season. Osimhen approval. According to reports in Italy, United have decided they are ready to pay Victor Osimhen's Napoli release clause ahead of the summer transfer window. Tutto Juve has claimed the United are now willing to trigger the clause to sign Osimhen in the summer. It's also been claimed that they have offered him an annual salary of £13 million. However, Juventus remain keen on the striker and are said to be confident in bringing him to Turin. Osimhen's release clause is thought to be around £62.1 million. Mensport says, the longer it goes on, the less I think United should sign Osimhen. It's similar to last summer when he seemed destined to move to Chelsea. A deal took too long to be concluded and he ended up moving to Galatasaray. Amorim has already declared his ambition to act quickly in the window and get new signings through the door early. Osimhen, it seems, isn't going to be one of them. Matheus Cunha seems like a move that is going to happen, but United need a striker. Osimhen brings goals, but the deal seems too difficult. Centre-back bid. Staying in Italy, and United have reportedly entered the race for Inter Milan defender Jan Bisek. The centre-back has impressed with the Italian giants, and Inter Live have claimed that United are willing to offer €60 million £51 million to sign the German. Teammate Denzel Dumfries is also of interest, with the Dutch defender being linked with a move to Old Trafford last summer. Tottenham, West Ham, Everton and Bournemouth are all showing interest in Bissek. Mensport says Inter are flying in Italy and Bissek has played a big part in that. A huge, colossal defender would be great for United. Lenny Yoro, Lisandro Martinez and Matthijs de Ligt are three huge players for Amorim's back line, but they are lacking options. Harry Maguire is ever-present, but Victor Lindelof's imminent exit means United need numbers. Bissek is a good option, but the problem is the price tag. If United are going to sign Cunha and a striker, it's hard to see where they will find the funds to pay £51 million for a defender. Transfer rumours, news, Man United to trigger Cunha's £63 million clause. Manchester United have proposed a contract offer to Wolves attacking midfielder Matheus Cunha, while Newcastle are positioning themselves to sign Bayern Munich centre-back Kim Min-jae. Join us for the latest transfer news, rumours and gossip from around the globe. Trending rumours. A contract offer has been made by Manchester United to the representatives of Wolverhampton Wanderers forward Matheus Cunha, reports Team Talk. The Red Devils are said to be keen to sign the 25-year-old to a 5-year contract at Old Trafford and are ready to activate his £63 million release clause if Wolves are happy for the fee to be spread across 3 or 4 seasons. Brazil international Cunha scored his 15th league goal of the season in Saturday's 3-0 Premier League win over Leicester City and has also provided 6 assists throughout the campaign. An offer worth £40 million is being lined up by Newcastle United for Bayern Munich defender Kim Min-jae, according to Football Insider. It is believed that the Magpies want to add proven big-game players with experience in the summer, and there is optimism that a deal for the 28-year-old South Korea international could be possible amid uncertainty over his future at the Allianz Arena. AFC Bournemouth starlet Dean Huijsen, 20, is also being considered as a potential alternative. Manchester City are tracking Juventus wingback Andrea Cambiaso, reports The Sun. It is said that the citizens are expected to resurface with an approach for the 25-year-old Italy international in the summer after being linked with him throughout this season. Cambiaso has been a regular starter for the Bayern Canary over the current campaign, having made 39 appearances across all competitions. Man City's interest Cambiaso could have a knock-on effect, with Juventus eyeing on loan Lazio left-back Nuno Tavares. That's according to Tuttosport, which says that the 25-year-old is expected to join the Bianco Celesti on a permanent deal from Arsenal in the summer after Marco Baroni's side activate a €4 million clause. It looks as though Tavares could then head straight out the door, with Juve seeing him as a replacement for Cambiaso. Tavares has registered 8 assists in 21 league matches this season. Lazio could part ways with centre-back Alessio Romagnoli in the summer, according to Corriere dello Sport. It is reported that the Serie A club are looking to rebuild their defense in the next transfer window, and the 30-year-old could be moved on amid concerns over his Euro 3M per season contract. Romagnoli has made 38 appearances across all competitions this season, and he has previously been on the radar of clubs in the Saudi Pro League. It has not been a vintage year for some fairly big names in the Premier League. After sharing my ranking of stars last week, I've compiled a list of the biggest disappointments in the top flight this season. Here's hoping they can rebound ahead of 2025-26. Man United news: Sir Jim Ratcliffe sent damning reality check as Ruben Amorim lets rip at stars. Manchester United could only watch from afar as their bitter rivals Liverpool secured a record-equaling 20th domestic title to cap another sobering weekend for fans. Manchester United needed Rasmus Hojlund to dig them out of trouble on the south coast as Ruben Amorim's side labored to a 1-1 draw away at Bournemouth on an afternoon where their bitter rivals, Liverpool, clinched a 20th domestic title. The Reds were always likely to rubber-stamp a record-equaling success at home to a brittle Tottenham team at Anfield on Sunday. And their crowning moment came just hours after United recorded another disappointing result. Antoine Semenyo, a summer transfer target for the Red Devils, scored against Amorim's men to nudge Bournemouth into the lead. Hodgland popped up in second-half stoppage time to salvage a point for the visitors. Ratcliffe sent damning reality check. Gary Neville admits the debate is over when it comes to deciding the most successful club in England now that Liverpool have joined Manchester United on 20 domestic titles. The Reds' latest triumph means they and United are once again level when it comes to league crowns. United had steamed ahead of their rivals under Sir Alex Ferguson, but their decline since his retirement, coupled with Liverpool's renaissance under Jurgen Klopp and subsequent success with Arne Slot, means there can now be no debate that the Reds are ahead of Neville's old club, says the former United defender. It should cause real tremors over at Old Trafford. The idea that Liverpool, which is obviously a great football club, will be the most successful club in English football after today, that really should cause heartache and pain, because it took a lot to get ahead of Liverpool. Neville told those in power at Old Trafford ahead of Liverpool's win over Spurs. Amorim lets rip at Stars. Ruben Amorim demanded more from his beleaguered squad after watching them rescue a point from the jaws of defeat away at Bournemouth on Sunday. The result means United continue to languish in the bottom half of the table. Amorim was far from satisfied after the final whistle and laid down the gauntlet to his team, saying they needed to do better in the final third after watching them spurn a glut of chances at the Vitality. Liverpool draw level. Liverpool have moved level on league titles with Manchester United after rubber-stamping their status as Premier League champions with a convincing 5-1 win over Tottenham. United had moved ahead of their bitter rivals on the domestic title count under Sir Alex Ferguson. But the Reds, who won the title under Jurgen Klopp 5 years ago before winning it again under Arne Slot this year, have now restored parity.